myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me. I got gas in my tank, money in the bank. I give the man thanks, turn up the crank. Blackwell coming through my stereo. Now worry about the tights, man. I love my go-go. But back to the story at hand. I'm about to set my plan in motion. I just might scoop my van, drive all the way out to the ocean, do the damn thing, the lickety split, back to my city, I don't play that shit. I might travel everywhere that I please, but I'm DC till the day that I leave. Oh yeah, I get a text from my peeps, meet me down the creek, lot 15. Let's do something to ignite that spark, like doing it in the park. Because all I want to do today is free my thoughts and get away. Take some time for me today. BS and drama free, it'll still be there, whether it's one day or two. But right now all I wanna do is enjoy myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me. If I could just enjoy myself, so happy to know my energy. I can't wait to get out and do me. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Friday, just getting off, 6 o'clock, ready to wind down, turn up.
Special treat for our TV audience and our Facebook audience. We have a special treat, and I told you last week I would have the gold man. So guess what? He's here with us live, and he looks very sharp and debonair, and I'm so happy that he's on our platform today. And his name is the one and the only Isaac Benson, and he is considered the gold specialist. So, with the gold specialist, and you have a lot of friends tapping in on Facebook, let them know you're here. Let them know it's live today. You can call him on 240-719-2560. Feel free to call him and say hi or ask him questions.
Absolutely.
He's a Karartbar International out of Stuttgart, Germany. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. He's straight out of Stuttgart, Germany. So he has some information that's going to be mind-blowing. I'm happy to say he's on my TV show, so I can let people know when I promise something, I deliver. So I can let you know right now he's with us, and he's going to be with us sharing some vital information. He's an affiliate gold supervisor. So this man right here has knowledge beyond knowledge, and it's important today. Information is power. The Bible says, lack of knowledge, people perish. We don't want to perish. We want to know what's going on. Because, see, with the shutdown, we can't do anything about that. That's why you got to get your irons in the fire and learn new things. You can't just be stuck on one thing. You can't just know one thing. You have to know more. So in that, I'm so happy that I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman, and we offered our services out, and he was one out of many that accepted our proposal to put your business out for the universe and everyone to hear about it. The local people can hear about it. So definitely hold on to your seat, get your notepads out. Some things you may want to write about, some things you may want to call in about, but whatever you do, get the information, because sometimes you may hear something and forget about it, but if you hear it tonight and it sounds exciting to you, curious, your curiosity is just getting to you, like, how do I know more? How do I get more? You can call in. You can call in at 240-719-2560. Feel free to call. And right now, I'm going to give him the floor, let him introduce himself, tell us a little bit about himself, and then I got some questions for him. So the floor is all yours, Mr. Benson.
Well, thank you, Saffron.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having me on here to to share with the masses.
Absolutely.
How they do not have to be a part of this this system that has been created for all of us to fail. Ooh. And I'm going to introduce another system. Okay. That God has created that we can all tap into.
Okay.
and be able to build wealth for not just us, but for our families and for generations to come.
All right.
Now, I'm going to start off by saying that my name is Isaac Benson, as she stated, and I am an affiliate with Karartbar International out of Stuttgart, Germany. I've been an affiliate with Karartbar since 2015, May of 2015, and I'm gonna tell you why I got into Karartbar. I got into Karartbar because, the system that I was talking about. Okay, I noticed that no matter how much money that I was making, I was still in a hole or living from paycheck to paycheck.
Don't we all know about that?
Yeah.
This is definitely something right now that those who don't know or have never felt it, we're feeling it. It's just amazing you said that.
Absolutely. And so, Saffron, I was frustrated but didn't know how to get out of that system. I didn't know anybody.
Okay.
I didn't have the proper connections with how to get out of that system, because now everybody can relate to this one right here. You made $2,000 gross pay, and after they take out taxes and deductions, you get like $1,400.
Absolutely.
Net pay. Okay, so $1,400 from $2,000, that's like $600 that was taken out before you got your money.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's real. Everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
So that's a system that has been created for all of us to fail. Talking about the U.S. dollar. Okay, which was created by the Federal Reserve System. Okay, and which is a central bank. Now, those of you that don't know, see, our U.S. dollar used to be backed by gold. But in 1971, former President Richard Nixon took the gold standard off of the dollar. So since 1971, our dollar has been depreciating ever since. And guess what gold has done? Gold has shot up in value. See, because history tells me that every time any government, I don't care where, which country they in, what state they in, but every time a government has continued to print paper or their currency, don't matter if it was the euro, the pound, the yen, the yuan, if they continue to print that without anything of value backing it, it always devalues the currency, ultimately causing it to crash. So how do we beat the system? Okay, that's where the gold comes in. Okay, because gold is an appreciating asset. God created it. Gold has a 5,000-year track record. Okay, you can't lose with gold. Queens and kings for thousands of years use gold to pay for goods and services. Now, the Federal Reserve System, see, you have to understand history to understand why we in this situation and how we got into this situation. Okay, the Federal Reserve could not print dollar if they didn't have gold in the reserve. Selah. If there was not gold in the vault to back up the dollar every time the Federal Reserve System printed paper, then they couldn't print it if they didn't have gold in there. So they said, we had to do something. Gold was stopping them to be able to print as much currency as they wanted to print. So they said, okay, this is what we do. We're going to take the gold standard all the way off of the dollar. Yes. That way, with gold out of the way, we can print as much paper as we want to print now. But here's the problem with that. When they do that, because of the fact that there's no gold now backing it because they took it off, it decreases the value of the paper currency.
Okay.
And we all can see that. You go to the store now. Will your same $100 buy you the same amount of groceries than it did 5 years ago?
We can all vouch for that. It definitely does not.
Right. So that's proof right there on a small scale that our dollar has lost value because there's no appreciating asset that is backing it. Okay? And so therefore you want to get gold. You want to save in gold. I mean, and there are many gold experts out there that will back up what I'm saying. Robert Kiyosaki, who is a gentleman that I absolutely love.
That's the author, Rich
Dad, Poor Dad.
Right.
I mean, this man lays it out. I mean, he talks about if you're saving in cash, you are losing. Why? Because paper is a depreciating asset. We call it a fiat currency because that's what it is. It's the fiat currency. The dollar has lost 98% of its value since it was taken off the gold standard in 1971. Wow. So watch this. He says that if you're saving in cash, you're losing, but if you're saving in gold, you are winning. Well, how do we win by having gold? Well, because gold is an appreciating asset that outpaces inflation. Okay, you take your depreciating asset and you exchange it for gold. Okay, and when you do that, you automatically give yourself a raise. Okay, because gold is powerful. I mean, I was just thinking about how God created the gold. When he created the gold, first of all, it comes out the ground valuable.
Okay.
You can't even melt gold if it's not at least like over 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And even when you melt gold, it is still as valuable liquid as it is hard.
Because we've heard the saying many times, liquid gold. And I know they're saying that in different reasons for different, making comments on different things, but the words mean the same. There's value in it. It never loses its value. So things you're saying right now, Isaac is leading me to my first question. And my first question is, and you may have touched on it, but I'm just going to hope you elaborate a little more.
Okay.
What is gold and why is it important to us?
Okay. Gold is a precious metal. Okay. Now, some of you may be familiar with the big ounce bricks, like the late Prince had. You all may have heard P. Diddy on Talk About Gold. I know he did an interview on 60 Minutes.
Okay.
I think it was talking about gold. Well, those big bricks cost about $1,300 today, and most people, they can't afford that, except for wealthy people. But how does, I don't want to say average, but how does the hard-working individual or families out there can play in the game or get in the game? Okay, you get in the game because we don't have those big bricks.
Okay.
We have gold in smaller transaction-friendly weights, such as tenths of a gram, which are like $5 US. We have 2 tenths, 4 tenths, and 6 tenths of a gram. That is so awesome. And then we have 1 gram bullions. We have 2.5 gram. We have 5 gram bullions. And I'm talking about 999.9 pure 24 karat gold bullion. So guess what? That's how we can all get in the game, because we have it in smaller, smaller transaction weights, whereas everybody can get in. So it doesn't matter if you make $20,000 a year or if you make $2 million a year. We have gold for the masses.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear, because I'm sure a lot of people within the sound of our voice are, as you say, we're not saying average, we're going to say amongst the numbers, that need to know a way where we can still make it day to day and take care of our families, but still with the information we're getting, learn other ways in which to invest and grow. So we don't do the same thing over and over expecting a different outcome.
Absolutely.
So this is a wonderful thing so far, audience and Facebook audience. If it's something you're hearing that's just amazing to you, get your information pens. I call them your money-making pens. Get your pens out. Write some notes. Along with that, we have a number, 240-719-2560. Feel free to give him a call and ask a few questions. Ask him how to contact him at a later date, or just whatever you feel necessary to ask. This is the proper time to check in and ask whatever questions you like to ask Isaac Benson. Because right now I'm looking at him truly as the gold specialist, and he's making it clear for a baby to understand. So whomever's within the sound of our voices that's listening, it's your time to know some things that maybe you wouldn't have heard, or you may have didn't even believe existed. So I'm so happy to be here with him on my show, because like I said, he was one of the few that grabbed hold to us, giving them opportunity to put his line of work or line of business out for the masses. And we're willing to learn, we're willing to hear, because information is power. This leads me to number 2 question. Do we need funds to get started? Because you made the comment, any and all can do this at a smaller level, whether you're at, you said 2,000 or 2 million? So your earnings, a person themselves making 2,000.
Right. Well, I was saying that that it doesn't matter if they make 20,000 per year, or if they make 2 million a year. That they can still get in the game with what we have to offer.
All right. So that's my question right now. Do we need funds to get started wherever we have to start, whatever our funds or our income is?
That's a great question. No, you do not. It is absolutely free, to join Karartbars, to get an account. That's what I love about this company. Because, see, listen, I need you all to understand that I've done 4 different multi-level marketing companies. Okay, nothing, and I don't have anything bad to say about any of them, because I learned a lot from all of them. But guess what? Before I was able to get started, I had to. There was a startup cost. That I had to pay. Not only that, but to keep my site going every month, I had to pay a fee to keep my site going every month. Guess what? With Karartbars and International, because of the fact that they love people and they really want to help you and I build wealth, they say, look, you don't have to pay anything to get started. First of all, the gold account is will give you the ability to, in 120 plus countries, the ability to do business from the comfort of your own home, and then be able to write it off on your taxes. Because having a home-based business, you can write off up to 75% of your expenses. Now, that's a whole nother live stream there. Okay, I'm not going to get into that one. But I'm going to tell you, with it is a wonderful deal, but you do not, Karartbars doesn't charge you any monthly fees. There aren't any hidden fees whatsoever. Anybody that's at least 18 years and over can do this business. And so that's an awesome deal. So now, with that being said, so you can just to get started, Karartbars will just need your full name, address of where you live, right? A good email address. Okay. Cell phone, right? Your birthday, and watch this. They don't even need your social security number. You can't even open up a bank around here without giving up your social security number.
That's true.
And
Absolutely.
and they sure going to ask for some money to to get your account started.
Absolutely.
That's at a traditional bank.
So I'm sure you all are hearing this. I don't know if you're believing it, but you're hearing it. It's true. From what I see and what I've been told and the information I've received, is something you may want to find out more about, because sometimes things start out really, really great because we want to get the information out. But once the information is out, you might miss the opportunity of free. So you might want to jump aboard, or at least call and ask questions, or get in touch with Isaac Benson, the gold specialist. You might want to get in touch with him. You want to tell them right now little ways in which they can reach you outside of the TV show?
Sure. You all can can reach me on Facebook. I'm under Isaac Benson. Under my Instagram, which is the Shoe Parlor, PARLOR 69. Okay, and you can direct message me there. Okay, and then also I have a link, which is the realmoney.online/Octavius. That's OCTAVIAS #1 capital S/. And all of my information is tied into that link.
Okay, wonderful. Well, one thing, he's a man about his word. He's here, he's delivering, he's teaching, he's showing us. We need to be smart enough to grab hold, because sometimes you hear things and you just don't even understand it yet, but one day it'll be all crystal clear. I love to learn. I love to be kept with what's going on today. You can't be stuck 25, 30 years ago. You got to know what's going on today. You have to know other ways to make your life better, because life is what you build it.
Absolutely.
So I'm just so happy to have this gentleman with us today, and you just giving me so much information and knowledge that I know I will never be the same. I'm hoping people really, really understand how vital this is and how important this is. And like I said, my last week on my show, praying for the people that have been furloughed, but different things happen for different reasons. So if you're furloughed and you're listening, and if you're going through different mind changes because of the furlough, or how it's affecting your business, because some of the people furloughed may not be able to come to your business to use your services because of their situation.
Right.
This is one more way of learning how to have streams of income, or at least other ways of doing things. When things change here, you can't do anything about, you always have something to fall back on, and I believe in that. So again, thank you.
Sure.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
We have are we having a commercial break soon, engineer? Our engineer is wonderful, Ron Jackson, and he's calling for us to have a short commercial break. We're not going to break from Facebook. We'll still be with you. And how long? We have 2 minutes, so I'm going to get a question out and see how far we can go. We might not get the answer until we get back from our commercial break. But Mr. Benson, we want to know, how do we benefit from having gold? Because you told us many things about how to get started, how important gold is. So now we want to know, what's the true benefit? Because with everything we do, we have to have an idea what the benefit may be. And that way we can know what we're aiming for, or we know what our goal is, or how to reach a goal. So if that's something you want to wait till after commercial break, you all don't leave. Just take a little second. Don't leave the TV, because you may miss something when you get back. Information is very valuable. So would you like to elaborate now, or you want to come back after commercial break?
Actually, I would like to to answer that after the break.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a break from Feeling Your Best Life Fridays on YouTube, but we're going to stick with Feeling Your Best Life Friday on Facebook. So YouTube, we will see you very shortly. VoxWave Studios, we're going to take a little commercial break. Don't leave. We'll be right back.
We here at VoxWave believe that no one in the DMV should go without a coat this winter. So we partnered with Star Imports dealership for this year's annual coat drive. If you have an old or gently used coat that can still be worn, drop it off with us. VoxWave Studios at 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland, and give the gift of warmth to somebody in need in the DMV.
Your Best Life Fridays. And like I said prior, last week, I was going to bring you the gold man. Well, actually, he's the gold specialist. And he's right here on my right, which will probably be your left. But he's here, and he's given us so much information. It's been great. For those of you that's just tuning in, I just want to let you know his name is Isaac Benson with Karartbar International, straight out of Stuttgart, Germany, an affiliate with Gold. He's an affiliate Gold Supervisor. So I would say that gives him a very good title of a man that knows what he's talking about. And like I said, this evening is an evening of knowledge. Sometimes we have our nights Feeling Your Best Life Fridays where we're getting ready to prepare for a festive evening or prepare for New Year's and that type of thing. No, tonight is all about knowledge. I told people today, get your pens and paper out, get your money-making pens out and your notepads. Absolutely. Take some notes. You can call him yourself. You can get in touch with him yourself. He's going to leave all his information. When we left the show, we left him with a question of how do we benefit from the gold, and those who are just tuning in are going to find out those things, and he can go back over a few details we've already went over. Yes. But right now, we're going to give him back the floor, and the question we left off with was how do we benefit from having the gold that he has shared so much value information about? Okay.
Thank you, Saffron. Okay, now to answer that question. Okay, now the government shutdown that that's going on right now. Okay, if the government workers, and we don't know who has gold and who don't have gold, but let's say those that are suffering right now. If they had gold during this government shutdown, guess what? They wouldn't be affected. This is how they would benefit from the gold, because it is an appreciating asset. Okay. Okay.
Can you explain what that means? Some people may not quite understand that. Okay.
If you saving in cash and you put it in a bank, what is the bank going to give you? 0.0001%?
Yeah. And which we all know 0 times or divided by anything is
zero.
So
okay. So I have a problem with that. So so that tells me right there that that's not what I want to put my money into, because it's not going to grow. Hey, the inflation is at what, 2 or 3%? Right. So you already at a loss.
And you have to know the numbers. See, a lot of us, we're not financially literate. We might know a few other things, but we don't have our financial literacy together. So that's another reason why this show tonight is very important. And it's amazing to hear about a gentleman as yourself that's speaking up for the masses and enlightening us to things we really need to know about, because sometimes you got to slow your roll. It's snowing out, so this is a good time to slow down and deal with the process where you can't move fast anyway. So get this information, get his name, get his information, and by all means follow up. Don't let this be the first and last time that you hear this, and make an effort to make your lives better for you and your families.
Right. So I want you all to understand, for those of you, that are watching Facebook Live, and and that will be watching this this show, watching this live stream, that if the government workers that are being affected right now, if they had gold, which is an appreciated asset. See, gold is not a part of the stock market.
Okay.
See, I used to have mutual funds. I used to invest in the stock market. I can take $75 and put it in the mutual fund, but guess what? I put that $75 at a risk. Okay. Because that investment is tied into the U.S. dollar. Okay. See? So that's how you have people who have lost money in their 401k plans and their IRAs, because when the dollar drops, so does that investment. See, because it's attached. See, anything, the stock market, housing market, job market, they all of them are attached to the dollar. So when the dollar goes down, what you think is going to happen to what you have tied into the stock market? That's going to also drop down. Same thing with the real estate. So then, when I say asset class, I'm talking about something physical that will outpace the current rate of inflation. Okay? See, gold does that. See, that's how you win with gold. So if they had gold, and let's say they had some bills they had to pay, okay, they can call forth their gold, right, from their gold account, okay, and then go to a reputable gold dealer that's in the DMV, or wherever you are in the part of the world, and liquidate your gold. Okay. Now I don't recommend that gold, but if you get in a financial jam, whereas you need cash, okay, because we still are using cash to pay our bills, right? So if you needed cash, hey, you can liquidate your gold because you have an appreciating asset. And you can go to any reputable gold dealer, okay, and he will give you the current rate of what gold is going for today. See, so that's how you can, the government workers or anybody else can benefit from gold. And I'm talking about the power of gold. I see why, God, well, not just created gold, but I see why the kings and the queens, use gold. And watch this. We can't take our currency, our dollars, and leave it to our children and leave it to our grandchildren. It ain't gonna be worth nothing. You already have countries right now that aren't accepting the U.S. dollar. They aren't, because they already know that it's worthless. See? So watch this now. Some of you may say, well, I can't afford to save and go. Well, you can't afford not to. You can't afford not to, because gold is real money. Okay? I can't say it, make it any plainer than that. Gold is real money. See, watch this. I thought that the U.S. dollar was real money. I grew up learning that the dollar was real money. See, they used to say cash is king.
Right.
You got cash, man. You got them Benjamins, man. You on top of the world. Hey, well, it ain't cash. Cash is not king today. Not in 2019. But guess what? But you can use that depreciating asset, and I don't even want to call it an asset now, because it's only at 2% purchasing power. So I'm going to just say fiat currency. You can take your fiat currency and you can give it fuel by putting it in an asset class, gold. Right? And guess what? And that's how you protect your wealth. That's how you protect your income, with gold. See, so that's why, if the government workers who are dealing, having a hard time, right now, dealing with not being able to, go to work, if they had gold, that's why I said that they would be good. Because they have gold, they have real money. Now, you may be asking me, well, what do I do with the gold once I get it? Sit on it. What do I do after that? Get some more and I'll sit on it. What I do after that? Get some more and sit on it. See, I want to provoke your thinking. I want to challenge you to change the way that you think about money, okay, and not be consumer minded, but I want to provoke you to be owners minded. See, only 1% of the world's population owns gold. 99% don't own gold. 99%, right, are pretty much living from paycheck to paycheck. Now, you have about 3 to 5% of the world's population who have paper wealth. You know, they got a lot of dollars. Okay, but they don't have gold. See, wealthy people, I learned this. Wealthy people, they have gold. Wealthy people have their money making money. See, wealthy people, see, this is how you can find out a person that is wealthy and a person that is rich.
And there is a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. Rich people still have to get up in the morning and make money. Okay? A wealthy person is living off that, living off of the interest that their money make. Mm-hmm. I hope you all got that.
Yeah, that's true.
See, wealthy people get up and they go to the golf course because their money is making money. See, Warren Buffett said that if you don't find something where you are making money while you're asleep or making money while you're doing other things you will work on until you die. I want to help you today on this show, on the Saffron show, help you, right, by telling you today that the way that Karartbar is a way that you can earn money in your sleep and while you're doing other things. But you have to be able to change the way that you think about money because, like I said, I really thought that cash was money. But watch this. In 2015, when I got exposed to gold, yes, I did some research, but I always had an open mind and an open heart about things. See, because unless you have an open mind, you'll never change the way that you think. And therefore, you will stay in the same situation, and your 2019 will be a replica of your 2018. Yeah. And see, and that's why I want to provoke your thinking here, because see, Proverbs 4:7 says that wisdom is the principal thing. What does that mean? Wisdom is the cleverness of God. It's the proper use of knowledge. It's the first thing. It's the main thing. Therefore, get wisdom. But it doesn't stop there. It says, in all thy getting, get understanding. Understanding of what? Understanding of this information that I'm freely giving you all today.
I don't hear anyone calling us. I know you all are getting it. I know hopefully you're writing it. Call in 240-719-2560. Let them know that you hear something that is making you more and more curious to know more. Because at this point in time, you have him right here in front of you. He's available, and use him to your benefit. Because this is a person you can start a wonderful relationship with to change your life. And he's right here. Like he said, right now it's free. It may stay free. Only God knows the future. But he's available right now with all of this information, and I'm just glad to know him. And we got a call. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling in to speak to Mr. Benson.
Awesome. Who are we speaking with?
This is Willie Brown on the phone.
Hello, Willie.
Willie Brown.
Hey, what's happening?
All right, brother. Glad to hear your voice today.
Yes, sir. You guys are live?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. You're doing a wonderful job. You look really good.
Thank you,
Thank
Willie.
you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love what you're talking about, too. You make us you talked about wisdom. That's it.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And getting understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And being open-minded.
Yes, sir.
We're on the inside, so we know what's happening. But
yeah,
I think we were blessed. We were chosen. But we're just trying to reach out and help as many people as we can to see what's happening. But it's a very simple concept. If you know that gold is valuable, most of us know that. Yeah. But we may not have had an opportunity to acquire it in a transaction-friendly form. We're only getting jewelry. But now we have gold as money. And so the question that Harold Seitz points out to us is, if I make this gold available to you in a transaction-friendly format at a price point that anybody can afford, would you acquire it? And that's the question. Would you acquire it? And the answer should be yes, because it's wealth. And if anybody can get it, and it comes in affordable denominations, why wouldn't we do it? Now that you have the knowledge of it, it's up to you what you do with it. But he's given us an opportunity to build our wealth, 1 gram at a time. The word says, if you become master over a few things, I'll make you ruler over many. So you master yourself by paying yourself first, by saving in gold in small, affordable amounts. If you keep doing that, you will become wealthy just by paying yourself in small amounts. Now, if you don't pay yourself in small amounts of gold, I hate to say it, but you'll be like the man in the Bible, the story of the talents. The one that took his 1 talent and dug a hole in the ground and buried it. Because God he already gave it to you. He gave it to you, so what are you going to do with it? Are you going to multiply that seed, or are you going to take it and go buy Nikes, some new Air Jordans for $200? Or not saying you shouldn't get those. I'm just saying, look at all the things you spend your money on that don't bring you any money back.
Right.
Going to the movies, taking cruises. That's cool. Cruise is beautiful. We should take a cruise, but you should take that money that you're going to spend on that cruise and set yourself up for your home-based business first.
Absolutely.
And start making money from that business and use that money to go on your cruise. Don't take your seed money and go on your cruise, because then you won't have any money to start your business. And this last thing I'm going to say, the Bible talks about in Proverbs, it says, a man, that you should build your business before you build your house.
All right.
Have you read that?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. That's all I want to say, man. I'm just sharing it with everyone, and I started a watch party, so hey, get the word out.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I tell people often on my show, people are terrified to call in live because it is live. But I tell them this is the best thing ever, because you can get information, you can talk directly to the source, and you can ask anything you want. No one sees you. So we just appreciate you reaching out, letting the masses know it's something that's real and it's reachable, and you want to learn today. When you learn, you put what you learn to put it to use.
Yes.
So we just thank you for calling in.
Absolutely. That's my
Well,
brother.
thank you for having me. It's great seeing you both, and have a great day, and God bless you.
God bless you.
Have a great one. Yes, sir. All right. So, now that was my brother from another mother.
All right.
Willie Brown. Also, my he's one of my business partners.
Awesome.
From I think it's McDonough or McDonough, Georgia.
Okay.
I think I said that right.
Awesome.
But that's a powerful brother there. I'm glad to know him, and we talk sometimes on the phone, and we just share, because the word says that iron sharpeneth iron, and that's what happens every time I talk with Willie Brown. Yes, indeed.
Well,
and
I can add a little tidbit. He sounds very knowledgeable, so it sounds like something that we all really, really, really need to tap into.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to give Mr. Benson, Isaac Benson, an opportunity for those who just come on with YouTube, or those who may have just tuned in with Facebook, to know how to reach you. So I want you to put your information back out so they can also connect with this gentleman after the show.
Absolutely. You all can connect with me on Facebook under Isaac Benson, okay? Or Facebook Messenger, or you can direct message me on my Instagram account, okay? The Shoe Parlor, that's THESHOE Parlor, PARLOR 69. Okay? And you can direct message me that way with any questions that you may have. Okay? And I will answer any questions that you have.
You have him at your disposal. Make good of it.
Absolutely.
It's right here. God made him available. His time's available. His knowledge is beyond phenomenal. So he is considered the gold specialist. Who better to learn about Karartbar International than from the gold specialist himself? So, and straight from Stuttgart, Germany, as at that. So, I'm excited. I'm honored. Stuttgart.
Yes.
I'm honored
yes.
to be a part of today, just because I need the information myself. I need the knowledge myself. Right. So I have one final question, and then from there, whatever information you want to share, I'm just going to let you have the floor.
Okay.
You may have covered it. I'm not quite sure, but for the audience, I'm just going to simply ask, what do we do with the gold once we've gotten on board or we're active in what you're talking about? What do we do now? What is the next step?
Okay. Let's say that you wanted to save like a gram of gold. You said, Isaac, I want to start off by saving a gram of gold a month. Okay. A gram of gold in U.S. dollars is like about $75.
Okay.
Okay. So you say, so I said, okay. So you open up your gold account and we have what you call KYCs, which actually stands for Know Your Customer. Okay. Okay? And all that is 2 forms of ID that Karartbars want you to have, okay, to prove that you're who you say you are. Okay. And they also want to, check you out to make sure that you're not some kind of terrorist.
Exactly.
And
can't never be too careful.
Right. And laundering money.
Right.
See? So they just want like your driver's license with your current address on it, or a passport and a utility bill that you pay every month. Okay. Okay, a physical bill that you get. I mean, it can't be any online copies. It has to be a physical bill that you get at your house.
All right.
Right? And then you upload that through the system through your gold account.
Oh, okay. All right.
See?
All right.
That's awesome. And it only takes like about 24 hours.
Okay.
Now, once that's done, that allows you now to start saving in gold. Now, dig this. You can do it weekly, you can do it bi-weekly, or you can do it monthly. Now, when I first got started in 2015, because, see, I have always been a diligent saver because my father had always, told me, son, when you make money, he said, you never spend everything that you make. Okay. He would say, he would always tell me, well, you pay God first. Okay. Okay. And then after that, you pay you. You pay you. You give God his first, and then you pay you before you pay your bills. Okay. So when I started saving the gold, I was doing it monthly because that's what I was able to afford at that time. And now I save gold, just about every week. Okay. See, so when you get your KYC documents done, that's when you're able to save in gold.
Sounds good.
You see, and then you just sit on it.
Okay.
You just sit on it. Still live off your cash because we still need it, to pay our bills and stuff like that for goods and services. But so you live off your cash and you stacking up on gold. Okay. So watch this. Robert Kiyosaki said, if you need $50,000, you don't save $50,000 in cash. You save it in gold. I've never heard that. I never heard that. I said, wow, if I need any amount of money that you need, okay, now I still put a stack cash, but not for savings. Okay. That's for emergencies. Okay. That's my emergency fund right there.
We need emergency funds.
Yes, I need that. I use the cash that I have, stashed away for that. Okay. But my gold, that's my savings right there. Okay. Okay.
We don't touch that, in other words.
Right.
We put it there, let it grow, leave it alone, and have emergency funds if you need to get your hands on money right away.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. And then so gold You just sit on it.
Okay.
You just sit on it, and then you just let it. You let it increase in value, because as the dollar continue to lose value, okay, gold is going to shoot up to the roof. Now, mind you, I said that it's about $75 for a gram of gold, and an ounce of gold, which is 31 gram bars, is $1,300. Now, I'm gonna tell you, the cost of waiting, to wait can cost you thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not trying to get something from you. I'm trying to get everything to you, because the experts are saying, and there's many of them, other than Robert Kiyosaki, you have Jim Rickards that talks about gold. You have Michael Maloney that talks about gold. You have Miles Monroe from the Bahamas. Well, he already went home to be with the Lord. But he even has stuff on YouTube videos. On YouTube talking about gold. Saying, get your hands on as much as you can.
And I
Lock
have heard
it down.
I have heard it. It's amazing that we met, because I have heard it, and I'm one of those ones that understand that you have to do something different.
Yeah.
You cannot do the same thing expecting a different result. We have to think of this thing out of the box, out of our norm, out of what everybody talks about or the examples we've been shown. It has to be something else. So I'm happy to know you do have another thing or another avenue for us to go, because it has to be another way to do it. It just simply has to be. And I'm glad that you're sharing this with all the people that are going to hear this, all the people that may need to know this, or even share it with their loved ones. It can be enormous if people open their minds up.
Absolutely.
Open their minds up.
Now, check this out. Now, people may be asking, well, how do I know the gold is real? Well,
good question.
Okay. Well, we have all of the specs on our gold that we need. I mean, it's 999.9 pure 24 karat gold, produced by the London Bullion Market Association. If you all don't know anything about the London Bullion Market Association, the good delivery, okay, then you can look them up. They don't put their stamp on anything that is not authentic, period. Okay? Not only that, but we have DNA coating on our gold, black light sensor on our gold. Okay? And actually, I brought some gold with me so I can just show you all, and maybe the engineer can pick it up, can get a closer look, so that you all can actually see the gold. Okay, that's good.
Oh, right.
Okay, now this is a cash gold. This is real money right here. Now these gold bars that you see, these are 6/10 of a gram. Okay, now I have the DNA coating, which is on my gold, and black light sensor, which means that a gold dealer that really knows about gold, he can take a black light sensor and shine it on the gold to see if it's mixed with any other metals or not.
Wow.
That's major. That's major, ladies and gentlemen. So listen.
You might want to show that to your Facebook audience.
Okay. So this is real money right here. I can use this anywhere.
Wow.
I can buy anything that I want to have. Anything that I want. I can buy businesses, cars, land with this right here. And it will be accepted as legal tender.
Wow.
Now watch this. Now this forensic mark, this shiny strip right here, this is a forensic mark, which means that this cannot be counterfeited. It's the best of the best.
So are you saying when a person comes into this organization, these pieces of money like this will come back to them?
Yes, because when you order them, you can order them on your gold account, and they will stay in your vault in Stuttgart, Germany until you call for it.
Oh, wow.
So you would go on your gold account and say, okay, I want about 3 ounces of gold or 2 ounces, and you'll just type it in, how much you want, and all of our products are shipped through FedEx because we have a contract with FedEx. See, and dig this, we do well because of the fact that we in like 131 countries right now. They built the FedEx built the office inside of Karartbars to make sure that people get their products in a timely fashion.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And watch this. And anybody know about FedEx know that they're one of the fastest growing courier companies in the world.
Yeah.
And they would not be doing business with us if we were shady.
Isn't that amazing? Wow.
See, and DHL, which is mainly known internationally. See, because I used to work for them for like about 4 years back in the 90s.
Well, my engineer is telling us it's a little time coming close to winding down. What we want to do before we close out, we want to first of all thank you.
Yes.
Let you know it's been something phenomenal.
Yes.
I can honestly say I'm not who I used to be because knowledge has taken me to another level, and I'm going to get more and more engrossed in this. I'm going to learn more and more. I need to. I deserve it. My family deserve it.
Absolutely.
Anyone listening right now deserves to know all about this.
Absolutely.
And we want to definitely thank Isaac Benson, the gold specialist himself, Karartbar International, straight from, I'm going to let you pronounce that because I get it tongue-tied.
Stuttgart,
Germany,
yes.
An affiliate gold supervisor. He has been so wonderful in articulating today, making us understand this thing, helping us see a picture. He had pieces of gold to demonstrate. You can't get it any better than that because he has really come prepared. He came to bring knowledge and wisdom. He gave us an understanding, and I can say he is a true man of God because it just flows from him. So I'm thankful that he is on my platform today. I'm
Yes.
thankful that this evening is Feeling Your Best Life Friday evening where we had knowledge because everything is not about going out and doing different things. Some things are simply about slowing down and getting information so our lives can be better. And when you know better, you do better. So I like the fact that he stepped up to the plate, came here. He was on point. He's clear. I'm going to keep in touch with him. Anyone wanting to get in touch with the Saffron Show in the future to bring your business as well, we open the doors up to all. We let you know that you can email me at alleyesonbiz@gmail.com, which is alleyesonbiz@gmail.com. Please reach out. And if you really want to talk to me, you can call me as well, 240-431-1506. And we can chat. We can talk about what your show is about, and I can bring you on the same platform. We have a huge audience where you can also perform if you like. And we just want to get the word out. We like the masses to be seen. So contact this gentleman. And I'm going to tell you, thank you so much for your support with the D. Saffron Show. Thank you for your Feeling Your Best Life Friday support to all my lifers out there. And thank you for tuning in. I'm going to let him tell you good night and give his last tidbits and his last bit of information because you can watch this over and over on YouTube VoxWave. Just pull up D. Saffron Show, and I'm going to head it, the gold specialist himself, Isaac Benson. It will be headed the gold specialist, Isaac Benson. Isaac, you got it.
All right. So once again, okay, there are lots of gold specialists or gold experts out there on YouTube that you can watch. You have the late Dan Boomer Geronimo, who had passed away, I think, in 2015, talking about gold. Okay, he does excellent with explaining the difference from our cash and gold. Just for your information, Robert Kiyosaki, Michael Maloney, okay, and like I said, let's see, the other one is Miles Monroe. Okay, so so there's a wealth of information on YouTube alone, where where you can go to get more information about gold. Okay, but you wanna make a decision to get started today, because it's not going to cost you anything. Okay, and you can learn while you're stacking up on gold. And it's just as simple. And so I guarantee you that once you get a hold of what I'm talking about, what I am sharing, and you start to save gold, because you can take this gold, you can take your gold business, and you can will it to your children.
Absolutely.
You can will it to your grandchildren. Listen. I'm talking about building generational wealth to whereas 2 to 5 generations after you go home to be with the Lord.
Legacy.
Okay, your grandchildren will be living off of the wealth that you have built. And that's what I'm here to give you this information, saying that with this system, you can truly build generational wealth.
Well, everyone from the D. Saffron Show, we thank you for spending time with us. I will see you next week for another evening of Feeling Your Best Life Fridays, and that should be my Level Up Women's panel. Don't miss out, men and women. Stay tuned for the Level Up Women's panel coming this following week, and it's going to be amazing. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Facebook. It's been great. And I'm happy. Feel Your Best Life Fridays. Mwah.
All right.